Arsenal's unbeaten start to the Premier League season came to an end as they lost 1-0 to Newcastle at St James Park in a dramatic match. From Havertz's role in the team to Declan Rice's performance to the embarrassing officiating calls, let's discuss the talking point from Newcastle 1, Arsenal 0. What's up guys, how's it going? Welcome back to my channel. It's your boy Santi. If you're already here, kindly smash the like button and drop your comments. Let me know what you think about the game. If you're new, kindly subscribe to the channel and join your boy on his journey to 10,000 subscribers. A lot of eyebrows were raised when the lineup came out yesterday with Odegaard missing the game due to injury and Kai Havertz coming in for him. A lot of questions have been asked about Kai Havertz signing this season. So evidently it's not really been what a lot of people expected 65 million signing to be. But you know, it came into in that game yesterday, so a lot of doubts were over the midfield three of Jorginho, Declan Rice, and Kai Havertz. And from what I saw from that game, I think it was okay. He had a decent game in my opinion. Actually, the last two games, he's starting to convince me he can actually play in that midfield, because I've always had my doubt over him playing in that midfield. I felt like up to this point, he's had his best game for us up front. And in that game yesterday, he came out there lunging into tackles, had the most tackle in that game, won the most duels in that game. I know a lot of people bang on about you don't sign a 65 million players to come and win you duels. But the question I'm asking people is, if he didn't win these duels in that game yesterday, for example, what happens? I mean, he won 8 duels, won 3 tackles. If he didn't do it, if he didn't do this as a midfielder, what do you expect to happen? And to be fair on him, I think there was a one challenge, a very nasty challenge that he got away with. Could have been a yellow, could have been a red. But other than that, I think it was decent overall in my opinion. And the performance is put out against West Ham, against Newcastle yesterday, I believe, is starting to, give me ray of hope that it can actually play in that midfield. So going forward, because one thing since he came to the Premier League has always been that question mark over what position does he actually play. From his days at Chelsea till today, Chelsea fans cannot tell you for sure that this is the best position Havertz can play. And since he came to this club, it's been the same thing. Everybody has been asking, what position does this guy actually play? For me, I think it's been decent up front, but these past 2 games, he had a good game in midfield as well, and I'm starting to see why Arteta is trying to play and persist with that midfield role. I think it was alright in that game yesterday. And Declan Rice again, this guy does not care if we're having a good game as a team or if we're having a poor game. No matter the state of the game, it's one of the standout performers. And yesterday again, his ball carrying, his recovery runs, everything was evident yesterday. He was playing out there like a leader yesterday. I've never ever seen him hide in any game since he signed for us. And his availability, glory to God. That's a plus as well. Because I came into this season, thinking about Partey being injured. For as much as been injured for this season, who do we have to rely on? And he's adapts brilliantly well, and I've literally run out of words for this guy. Right now, I think Jorginho was decent as well. Gabriel had a fantastic game. Tomiyasu was good. Ben White was shaky in my opinion, and our front three was horrendous. Gabriel Martinelli, I don't know what's wrong with him. He's one player that's never afraid of taking his man on. And these days, he just doesn't do it. Maybe it's an instruction from the manager or whatever, but he's just not doing it for me. I don't want to put that down to the fact that he's just coming back from an injury, but he's not just been doing what he's best known for, running at his man. He kept on passing the ball back. It was so annoying to see. And Saka as well. Saka was struggling against an injured Dan Burn. That was horrendous to see as well. I think our front line yesterday let us down. that first half. They were top of their game that first half. We could have gotten at least one goal in that first half. They kept on getting the ball and they did absolutely nothing with it. Nketiah obviously struggled because nobody was feeding him, right? And these, people have been asking, we need a goal scoring striker, we need this, we need that. And I keep asking questions. Jesus in that game yesterday, obviously he might have not scored goals, but he would still have impact in that game, contribute to build up and all of those things. Nketiah wouldn't really do that. When it comes to build up, he's not your guy. You have to create for him. Now, the chances are not being fed to him and he's struggling. Saka and Martinelli were getting the ball yesterday but was doing nothing with it. He wasn't getting any chances. So if you get your goal scoring striker in, who is going to create for him? This creativity issue has been persisting and nobody is trying to have a conversation about it because they're scared. If they bring in a volume creator into this team, probably Odegaard will be out of the team. And I'm saying you don't only create your chances from that spot. Creativity can come anywhere. Liverpool team, their creativity were coming from Robertson, Alexander-Arnold when they were in their peak. So we have a creativity issue in this team. I think it's should be a more priority for us than getting a goal scoring striker like everybody has been clamoring for. Now, solve that creativity issue for me. Get this team ready to feed a goal scoring striker and we will be absolutely fine. Right now, I think bringing a goal scoring striker into this team, I think I'll struggle because we're not creating enough chances. Your goal scoring striker will not come back, to be involved in the build up. The profile of this guy, the likes of Ivan Toney, the likes of Ellen Haaland, the profile of this Osimhen, they have no business building up with you. All they want to do is make the perfect run, the perfect positioning, feed them the ball, they'll score the goals. But now we are not even able to feed our strikers. So any striker that is not able to, be involved in build-up the way we're playing right now is going to struggle in this team. Now, coming down to that officiating, bro, that was the most embarrassing officiating I've ever seen in a very long time when it comes to Arsenal Football Club. Because PGMOL, whatever they are called, has been doing this year in, year out. They've been doing it for decades. And they keep getting away with it. That game yesterday, Bruno Guimaraes could have been sent off after his first 3 challenge. It wasn't even needed, unprovoked. When you have Gary Neville coming out to tell you could have had at least 5 yellows from that. This is a guy that never liked us. That he could have had at least 5 yellows from that game. Then you know something is wrong. You know how much we've been robbed that particular game, right? That goal, there was an issue of the ball going out of play, which was evident. Every angle I've seen so far. Look, I don't care about what beIN Sports is showing you or whatever. I want an official image from PGMOL showing this ball was out of play. None has been released so far. Or they came out to tell us, there was no sufficient evidence to back up the fact that the ball was out of play. But it seemed the ball was out of play. There was a shove, 2-hand shove on Gabriel in the build-up to that goal. They came out again to tell us apparently there was a shove, but there was no enough evidence to back up this claim. Right? There was an offside situation with Anthony Gordon. They came out again. It could have been an offside, but there was no enough evidence to back this up. Now, at the end of everything, you know what I predict will happen? They will come out with, we admit we've done this, we apologize, and the team on the receiving end of your nonsense, of your wrongdoing, of your mess up, gets nothing. They just get to move on like nothing happened, right? Now, this is not an Arsenal issue. This has been happening year in, year out. Lack of consistency. against Liverpool Spurs earlier this season, just a few weeks ago, there was case of a goal that was not offside, that was given as an offside, that was called as an offside goal, and they came out to say, oh, it was actually onside, it was human error again, and nothing was done about it. Liverpool have to move on. 0 point gain for them in that game. Absolutely robbed. And I keep saying it, if we don't keep calling out these things, look, nothing is ever going to change. I looked at Bruno Guimaraes yesterday and I saw I was gallivanting around the pitch like whatever he did or whatever he does, there will be no consequence for it, and that's absolutely what happened. So that kept on, pushing me to ask questions about, did this guy actually know there was a certain outcome designed for this game? Because nobody should be that confident going about committing those fouls. Maybe he knew there wouldn't be consequence. Look, these are questions we need to start asking. Are there people who are interested in the outcome of a Premier League game? I've been trying to hold this back for a very long time, but with the level of scandalous officiating I've been saying in this league, this question needs to come out. I'm tired. You see managers working their socks off, players working their socks off, clubs spending a lot of money trying to achieve something, and these people come out to ruin everything, what they call human error, whatever error they call it. And the most annoying part is the fact that they come out to admit these things shouldn't have been the way they were in the game. If they had come out to tell us, manipulate the pictures, manipulate the audio or whatever, just to lie to us that those decisions were given correctly, maybe I wouldn't be this mad. Because what I saw from that game yesterday, I looked at I'm proud of the team. Every single one of them, I'm absolutely proud of. They didn't decide to lose that game yesterday. Whatever happened. The officials did whatever they did. It is what it is. If these things don't stop, if this problem is not solved, if these questions we are asking are not answered, it will affect everything except a selected few that I don't even want to start mentioning. But it will affect a lot of things. That's all I'm saying. I can't keep, banging on about the game. I'm proud of my team. You guys, let me know what you think in the comment section. If you like the video, smash the like button. If you're new, kindly subscribe to the channel. Put on the notification bell so when next I drop a new video, you'll be the first person to know. I'll see you on the next one.